Which way, Kalonzo Musyoka? Let me start this video by saying this. In Kenya's politics, there are no permanent friends or enemies, but just permanent interests. If William Ruto regards these interests will converge, they will work together in 2027. If Raila regards the interests will converge, they will work together. Same to Kalonzo Ruto, Kalonzo Raila. All these politicians can work together. So as you hate Ruto, don't hate Ruto because of what Rigathi is saying, or don't hate Rigathi because of what Ruto is saying. These are chips of the same pot. They can change positions anytime. Kalonzo Musyoka was at an interview and he made some remarks that I know shocked very many Kenyans. He seems to be attacking Raila Odinga, but at the same time, he seems to be defending Raila Odinga. And there are some remarks that have been quoted by K24, remarks I want us to have a look at here, for they are going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. K24, by the way, these so-called experts pushed Raila. Raila wanted to negotiate on behalf of Azimio. He didn't want to leave Azimio, but these guys had gone. Ruto approached them separately, na wakakubali. So Raila's hands were tied. Raila has a choice of disagreeing with these four people and staying with us, Kalonzo Musyoka. For those who listened to the entire interview, Kalonzo was at times attacking Raila Odinga, at times defending Raila Odinga. And from these remarks, some things are coming out clearly, which I want Kenyans to know. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Betrayal is something very constant in Kenya's politics. If you look at Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga in 2007, you can easily say Kalonzo did betray Raila Odinga. And since 2007, Kalonzo has always stood behind Raila Odinga. Now look at William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. We can as well talk of betrayal between these two leaders. Besides that, look at Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. There were some elements of betrayal. But the person wearing the shoe understands best where the shoe is pinching him or her. So we cannot blame any of these politicians for betraying one another. They understand it better. As Kenyans, we are just looking at these politicians from outside. These politicians, they know and understand themselves very well. That's why I might not really penalize any of them for betraying one another. And now to those remarks, I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who might be trying to reach out to Raila Odinga for a possible teaming up. Nothing is impossible in Kenya's politics. And Kalonzo might be trying to reach out to Raila Odinga for 2027. Why is it that Kalonzo is trying to reach out to Raila Odinga? Kalonzo can only be of value to the opposition if he has got other options. If all his life depends on Rigathi Gachagua and on the opposition brigades, then even his allies in the opposition will not take him serious. They will see him to be very disparate. And I'm saying that because that's exactly what William Ruto used in 2013. Those who were actively following politics at that time, before Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto agreed to a deal, there was some information that Uhuru wanted to bypass Ruto. What did Ruto do? Ruto went out in public saying he was looking for Raila Odinga. And he made it very clear, ambia Agwambo namtafuta sana. That was William Ruto in 2013. He realized Uhuru wanted to bypass him. He publicly came out and also stated he was looking for Raila Molo Odinga. The next day, a deal was sealed between Uhuru and William Samoei Ruto. I'm seeing Kalonzo Musyoka, who might also be trying to pull the same trick on his allies in the opposition. If you look at the opposition, we have Rigathi, Matiang'i, and Kalonzo. Those are the big boys in the opposition. The others, I don't take them seriously because they don't have any support on the ground. But the three have got some support. Matiang'i will not and cannot support Rigathi or Kalonzo Musyoka. Matiang'i will stop at the ballot, and on that I'm very sure about it. Rigathi Gachagua is still weighing his options, but is also determined to stop at the ballot. But the biggest hindrance is that it can't be allowed, is not eligible. Looking at Kalonzo Musyoka, Kalonzo is also determined to stop at the ballot. But in the recent days, I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who might even decide to deputize Rigathi Gachagua. And the reason why Kalonzo can choose to deputize Rigathi Gachagua is because he knows eventually Rigathi will be blocked. Upon Rigathi being blocked, him as Rigathi Gachagua's running mate will obviously be the candidate. And that's how maybe the Kikuyu nation might decide to support him. But besides all that, I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who might also just be trying to up his stakes on the negotiating table. And one way of doing that is to portray as if he has got other options. That's something I'm also seeing here. It's also possible that Kalonzo has looked at these opposition allies and he sees as if they want to throw him under the bus. He knows Matiang'i cannot support him, and he's also seeing Rigathi cannot support him. He knows Matiang'i cannot support him, Rigathi cannot support him. So he's just trying to look for new allies, such as Raila Amolo Odinga. As I conclude, I'm also seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who has refused to grow out of Raila Odinga's shadow. Raila's shadow looms large on Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo cannot just outgrow Raila Odinga's political shadow. He has to invoke Raila Odinga's name for his politics to align properly. That's also something I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop it there. In case you're watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you.